NBA basketball for Monday. This is another one of my picks on the board. We got the Spurs versus the Indiana Pacers, and odds makers have the Pacers getting 6.5 points. And man, I think that's just a little bit too much against a good Indiana team. They're well coached. They'll be well fired up to go ahead and take on the Spurs, who are, arguably, well, I can't say the best team in the league, arguably the second best. Well, not arguably, they're the second best team in the league for sure, and they might even be the best. The Warriors, of course, are having an amazing season, and if they weren't, a lot of people would be talking about the Spurs a lot more. But right now, San Antonio is playing great basketball. But if we look in the past couple weeks, they really haven't played anybody. Total respect for Greg Popovich. I love the San Antonio Spurs. I just think the 6.5 is just a bit too much. I'm going to go ahead and take the points here with Indiana. San Antonio, they are on an 8-game winning streak. They rank first in the NBA in overall shooting percentage and scoring margin. They also rank first in the NBA in opponent 2.3-point overall shooting percentage. They've been just absolutely amazing this year. One thing they don't do a lot is push tempo, but man, they're so efficient, and they're so tough on the defensive side. They help. They get in the passing lanes. They contest shots. They board. They do everything right, and they're such a tough team to beat. But even that being said, if you look, like I said, you look at the last couple weeks, they haven't really played anybody, and Indiana is no joke. So the 6.5, I think, is just a bit too much. The Pacers on the season, they're coming back from a 4-game road trip. They rank defensively 4th and 5th in the NBA in opponent assists and opponent 3-point shooting percentage. They also rank in the top 10 defensively in opponent effective field goal percentage and efficiency. So this is a good defensive team. Last season when the Spurs came to visit, they got out of there with a 95-93 victory, and that's what I'm looking for tonight, something more along those lines, even though the Pacers kind of have a different dynamic about them this season. 6.5, too much. All due respect to the Spurs. Love the Spurs, but just too many points. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Pacers tonight plus the 6.5. Look for Paul George to go ahead and carry them to stay within the number. Can they pull off the upset? Maybe. Kind of a tough team to beat, but Indiana's tough, so don't sleep on them. Grab the points tonight with the Pacers 6.5. That's one of my NBA picks today, and I wish you guys luck on your picks today.